We found that, in essence, we are at a make or break point for the future of the UK and its economy and its workforce and its people. We are entering a period of rapid technological change. There's lots written about it all the time in the media. We received compelling and wide-ranging evidence which all pointed to the enormity of the changes ahead. We have a choice as a country about whether we seize the opportunity or whether we slightly take our foot off the pedal and do enough to stay in the game but not to be one of the best. And we're clear that we must seize this opportunity. There's going to be significant changes in the workforce and the jobs that are going to be available to British people in the future. A whole range of jobs that we know now will change, will be effectively done by technology. They won't be done by people anymore. That means we've got to look at making sure that we're skilling children at school, our current workforce, looking ahead to the future to make sure that people can seize the opportunities and will be trained and ready to do the jobs that will come in the future. The starting point that we were very clear about is that the internet now and use of the internet in effect needs to be seen as a utility. We all know that we expect everybody to be able to access water or electricity. We feel that going forward everybody actually has to have access to the internet. So that's our starting point. That then leads to groups of people who don't have access to the internet, some because actually the technology is not quite working and there are parts of the country where that's an issue. But there are also groups who either have never been trained in use of the internet, haven't got the skill base necessary, or can't afford the very basic package that allows you to have access to the internet. There are obvious particular groups that I think people are generally aware of. The older parts of the population tend to be less digitally connected. Some parts of the country are less digitally connected. There is an issue around poverty. There's also, though, a sort of skill issue, and we were quite concerned to hear that 18 to 24-year-olds are actually not doing as well as we might hope in comparison to our European competitors. The issue that came through extremely strongly was the choices that are made by girls when they're choosing GCSE subjects, which means that when they get onto A-level, they're already excluded from certain subjects. When you get to higher education, STEM subjects, science, technology, engineering, maths, are very disproportionately dominated by men rather than women, and then quite naturally that then follows through to careers. So we were really clear that there's a great opportunity actually for the UK if we started to skill up our women, and we particularly started to make sure that girls at an early age realise the wide range of careers that demand a level of digital skill and of science and technology subjects. We could actually have quite a transformative effect on the economy. We've got a range of conclusions around education. The first one is that we welcome the coding curriculum that's been introduced into schools. We are concerned though about the training of teachers and the upskilling of teachers who perhaps have been teaching for quite a long time. So there's a big area of work to be done on that. And we also think that while we completely support the continued focus on literacy and numeracy, and that was very clear to us in all the evidence we received, that is the foundation, that actually digital skills have to be taught alongside literacy and numeracy in the future. And we really would encourage government to look seriously at making sure that not just the coding curriculum, but wider digital skills are introduced properly throughout pupils' school lives. We want this to be a wake-up call for the new government after May. Whatever combination that is, it's for the new government. It's not a massive critique of what's been there in the past. There's quite a lot of good work happened. What we are really clear about is there needs to be a comprehensive digital agenda that covers all of government and is led from the top of government. This needs to be at the heart of government. It's got to be joined up properly, and there's got to be a completely renewed focus of activity.